Hi, welcome back. Today we are learning about dynamic data masking. So dynamic data masking helps prevent unauthorized access to sensitive data by enabling customers to specify how much sensitive data to reveal with minimal efforts on your application. Um, for example, if we in US we have SSN ID. So that ID is very sensitive. So what most of the application US application they don't show that SSN ID of the member or customer to all users. So in that case, this dynamic data masking will help to show to mask that values. So here the purpose of dynamic masking is used to limit the exposure of sensitive data, preventing users who should not have access to data from viewing it. Okay. So dynamic data masking is available from 2016 version, as well as it is available in SQL Azure Database. This is configured by using Transact-SQL commands. So, we can configure by using SQL commands. So we can define dynamic data masking majorly on this in 5 ways. We can give a default masking. Mostly, I think it will be XXX like this one. And also we can do email masking a random number. For example, if you want to show any random number from 1 to 100, between 1 to 100, so it will pick the value from 1 to 100, it will show custom string. If you want to show any custom string, like you, yeah, we can define custom string as well. So we can define the masking on date and time columns as well. Permissions. So we required permissions to view this data masking. Users with select permission on a table can view only table data. Columns that are defined as masked display the masked data. The user with who have select permission, they cannot see, they can only see masked data. They cannot see original real data. So in order to uh, show, we have to give unmasked permissions to that user. User um, unmasked permission to a user that allow them to retrieve unmasked data from columns which are masked. Masking is defined. So best practice. So we can if after defining masking, so the creating a mask on a column that does not prevent updates on that column. So if we define a masking on a column, so it will not prevent us uh, to update. So and using select into insert into a copy data from unmasked column into another table results in masked data in the target table, assuming it's exported by a user without unmasked. So the user which who do select or insert, they can see masked results. So if a user with unmasked privileges, they can see the real data. So dynamic data masking is applied when running SQL Server import export as well. So if the user who don't have access to see masked data, uh, they uh, they cannot see the real data when they do import and export. Okay, in order to see, they should have unmasked privileges. Okay, columns. So we can know by running this, like sys dot system, these are system tables, unmasked columns, join tables, id is unmasked is equal to 1. So we can know how many columns are the dynamic data mask is applied on how many columns. So we do have some limitations, like if you see the user with control server, central server or central uh, at the database level could view masked data in its original form. Means the global user they can see, including admin users whose roles such as sysadmin or DB owner, they can also see masked data. Means if a column is applied dynamic data masking, but these users can see the original data like sysadmin and owner data. A masking rule cannot be defined on the following columns. So we cannot apply masking on these following points like unencrypted column. So we do have option to create unencrypted column while creating database, but we cannot apply the masking rule. On file streams, columns set cannot be the mask cannot be applied, and full text index and a polybase external table. So if we have option to create external tables using polybase. That columns also we cannot apply mask. So let's go to SQL Server directly. We will check here. So yeah, creating a dynamic masking. So there is a data schema is already there. Let's so membership is a table. So we are member ID is a identity column, and we have a primary key applied on this. First name we have uh, um, varchar masked with function partial. So this is the default functions partial 1 xxx 1 means, so it is a partial masking. So first value will be shown, I think, yeah, the last value. So between all values will be x, it will show xxx. Okay, and masking applied, and phone number. So default mask is function is applied. Email also default function is applied. So on discount code, small it masked with function is equal to random. So this random, it will pick any random value from between 1 to 100. So let's create this. Okay, specified data that does not exist. Okay, let's use data. Okay, okay, let's create new query. Let's see. Okay, I'll use existing database. Maybe I need to open new session, but still, yeah, I'll use. Let's open new session. Let's open a new session. Oops. Connect. Let's go to database. Okay, I'll copy this entire string script, and let's run here. Okay. I'm creating a table. Okay, let's set the permissions. Okay, okay. I have permissions. Okay, we'll use any existing database. We'll check this later. So I'm using demo database. So let's use this. Okay, let's create this table in demo. Okay, we'll create. We'll remove this, create table, and we'll remove this. We can use data. Okay, so create a table. Okay, tables created, membership table. Let's insert some values. Okay, we have inserted four values. Uh, we'll check first. Okay, membership table. We will check. So the first name we have phone number, email ID on these columns. Data masking is applied. But I can see the reason is I am a if you check my permissions, I am a sysadmin user. So we will create one user and we'll check. We'll check normal user. So create user username masking test user. Okay, we'll create one user. Okay, user is created. So we will apply only select um, permissions to that user. Okay, yeah, and okay, we this impersonate for testing. So we are impersonating though we are in um, this user, we are making impersonate to run this query, run with masking test user. So we are executing this. Okay, I'll run membership table. Let's see this. Now this query is running with test making test user. See first name, email ID, phone number. Okay, if you go here, so partial function one and one we have used first and also last. So first value, last value, it is not it doesn't we cannot see masking. Between values we can see the masking. There the default means it is masked every value to XXX. Email means, so see this function is at the rate and dot com. Apart from that, everything is masked, and first value is not masked. Okay, random means so it is selected random. We have inserted 10. See, if you see 10, 5, 50, 40, but it is selected random. Okay, so we are reverting this. So this revert function will make this execute has the changes to rollback. Okay, we can also do alter table the same way we alter any column to increase length or column name, like change in the column name. The only difference is we have to add masked with this. So I'll alter this. Okay. I need to remove this one. Okay. Last column. See we have we we are applying masking on last column as well. Earlier it is not there, so we are applying for last column as well. So in order to this way we can alter mask. So I am now this user is only have select permissions and unable to see masked data. So in order to make this user to see the masked data, we have to grant unmasked to this user. Okay, see. I'll execute again this user with I will impersonate. Let's see. And I remove. Okay. See all the columns I can see now. Values I can see because we have done unmasked to that user. I'll revoke. I'll revert the changes first, and I'll revoke unmasked permissions. We can revoke those permissions as well, and also we can drop using this command, alter table name, alter column, last column, drop unmasked. So we can revert whatever the changes. I hope you got idea about what is dynamic data masking. uh, let's see in a new tutorial. No.